Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is Mina, and this is your December 2020 horoscope prediction video. For those of us in the US, the holidays are fast approaching. For that reason, I just wanted to provide some information about family and friends this month, sort of like I did last month in November. Each of these horoscope videos will be broken into 3 sections: relationships, self, and the material. In the relationships section, we're going to discuss your friends, family, and romance. I also want to pull some cards to help you express your gratitude or help guide you to some unique gifts that you can use to provide to those around you. I also want to look at ways that you can set boundaries with your family in order to make you feel a little bit more comfortable within your family unit. In the self section, we'll discuss the lessons you're learning this month, how you should engage in self-care, your spirituality, strengths, and mental health. Lastly, in the material section, we're going to discuss your work and finances. Use the timestamps in the description box to skip to any section you are most interested in, or just use it as a way to refer back to it throughout the month of December. At the very end of the reading, we'll roll the astro dice over here to get a better sense of the reading, or a lot of times I find it pinpoints the most important section of the reading you should start your month out focusing on. If you're watching for someone you love, there's also going to be a specific timestamp to the romance or family section, so you can use that to skip there now. For those of you who are watching your sun sign video, please be sure to check out your moon and your rising sign video, or some people call it Ascendant. This is going to give you the most personalized reading that you can get in this generalized reading setting. If you want a personalized reading, I do offer them, so send me an email to minanixtarot@gmail.com. If you don't know your sun, moon, or rising, I put a link to a natal chart creator, so that way you can go ahead and figure those things out for yourself. I usually shuffle on camera during my horoscope videos, but because we're going to have larger stacks to get through this month, I'm going to go ahead just like I did in November and just start us right off in the self section. So let's begin. The theme of your month is the Seven of Swords reversed. Spiritually, the Emperor. And then Spirit picked this quote for you. For self-care, the Four of Swords. And celebrate your friendships. For your mental health, Pearl, she who rises up. Empower, uplift, elevate. Aquarius, for you, you may be coming to terms with some things you didn't realize were harming you the way that they were, and you're starting to be able to work through those things and allow yourself to understand that you need to turn over a new leaf and do things a little bit differently. You also could be ignoring some warning signs that you're seeing in yourself or the people around you. You're continuing to hang out with people that are not so true to their word, and you're starting to see their true colors a little bit here. So if you've really been feeling like you've been lacking a backbone lately, or other people are taking advantage of you a lot, this is the month where those people kind of come to light and you understand what's going on and you're able to get past those things. Spiritually speaking, we have the Emperor. You've been neglecting yourself spiritually. You've been so wrapped up in your mind and logicking your way through things, analyzing, that you haven't been allowing your intuition to come through and guide you the way that it needs to. It's time to really get vulnerable with yourself and let your sensitive side come out a little bit and really explore and engage in spiritual pursuits. It's a sign that you need to really ground and protect yourself, make yourself feel safe again to do some exploration. And Spirit picked this card for you. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. So just being aware of what's going on in your life and living in the reality and not what you want things to be or not what feels right, but instead really working on the things that you need to, that Spirit's guiding you to work on. For self-care, the Four of Swords, and celebrate your friendships. The Spirit's giving you a really big push here to kick back with the people that are tried and true, your really close friendships. The Four of Swords really elevates that idea because it's all about feeling mentally overloaded and believing that things are much, much worse than they are, so kind of making mountains out of molehills. And what you need to be working on right now is just relaxing, regrouping, and contemplating your situation in a calm way. A lot of times you're finding your fears get in the way of your logic, and then you kind of warp your logic to meet your fears. That's where your friends are going to be able to come in with the different perspectives, and they're going to allow you to see things differently. This could be a really good time for you to spend a lot more time on phone calls or Zoom calls with friends. If you're able to hang out with friends at this time during the current pandemic situation, that would be a great idea too. That orange color there represents the sacral chakra. So this is a place of creativity and birthing new ideas and looking at things from a different way. Your friends are going to be really important in that process for you. You might also, Spirit saying, there might be a friend who just went through a similar thing who's going to have a lot of really good advice for you too. So just really revel in your friendships and enjoy them for what they are and just have a blast with them this month. For your mental health, Pearl. So just like there are people that are going to be revealed to you that are not being the most true to their word, there are also people that are popping out of the woodwork, like really here to help. Like they're so ready for you to achieve what you'd like to achieve. You have all the power that you need to raise yourself up to the next level, and you have a ton of strength inside of you and from the people around you that really want to lift you up instead of press you down. So if you are finding a few toxic people, know it's okay to cut them out of your life because you have so many more people who are waiting in the wings just ready for you to succeed. So it's really, really important that you allow those toxic people out of your life so you can make more space for the people who'd like to raise you up a little bit. Empowerment comes from within, but little boosts from people in your life can't hurt, right? So rise up and greet any challenges that present you. Definitely realize that people are going to be there to catch you if you fall or make a mistake. They're going to be there with you to really figure those things out. So you don't have to be so worried. So hopefully that quells some of your fear a little bit inside about the next phases of life or the future. Let's go ahead and move into your relationship section. Your family is in the energy of the Lovers. To put up boundaries, you need the Hangman. Ostra reverse, new beginnings. Danu, appearance. Your friends are in the energy of the Queen of Cups reversed. Ooh, needs to be scooched a little bit, sorry. What gift you're bringing to the world, you've got the Black Egg and the Turtle. For love, Aquarius, that are single, the Wheel of Fortune reverse. And for my Aquarians in a relationship, the Two of Cups. Spirit's really honing into the idea that the Lovers card can have, where it talks about establishing a moral code, a sense of ethics that really vibes with your own sense of self, with your heart, and finding that balance in your life. And I think the reason why your family is in the realm of the Lovers, you're finally coming to terms with the fact that the way that you were raised and what you believe now can actually coexist in harmony. You can actually believe exactly what you believe, even if it varies from the family in which you were raised. And that's okay. And you're starting to come to terms with the fact that you don't need to do and believe and say everything that your parents said. You're your own autonomous person. And I think it's a really, really beautiful realization for you to have, especially moving into the months where we're spending more time with our family and friends for the holidays. Okay, so ways for you to be able to keep those boundaries up really strong with your family, friends, and the other people in your life. The Hangman talks about trapping yourself in a specific situation and living in a rut. So you may find yourself at the beginning of your time with your family really falling back into old patterns, feeling some shame or guilt about not having the same belief system that they once had. And it's starting to really weigh on your heart. But then it's almost like you realize that you have this release. New beginnings is reversed as well, to me symbolizing that you're really struggling to accept that everything's fine. But then we've got assurance. So let's talk about the Power Goddess Oracle cards. Yeah, you're kind of coming into this month as just assuming that things are going to go bad with family. Like you're assuming certain cycles are going to repeat themselves. You're expecting things to go in a certain way. And because you're so focused on the way those things are going, you're missing all the other amazing experiences around you. You're missing all the opportunities to have these really deep conversations that allow you some peace and some understanding that you can really flow in harmony with those other family members. Life is all about learning, and right now you have the perfect moment to look at your life lessons and see which ones are continuing to repeat with the people in your life, and knowing that you can absolutely change those things. You're starting to understand them, understanding why they exist, and you're understanding everything has a purpose in your life, and you're realizing that having these differences of belief are really pushing you to look at who you are. It's okay to be different, especially for Aquarius, right? You guys are all about doing what's right for yourself instead of what society wants you to be. Being a little bit different or unique is what Aquarius does. And you're really looking at this and going, oh, that's so frustrating at the beginning of the month. And then you're like, wait a minute, they have this belief. It's forced me to have this belief. And now my soul feels a little bit more complete. This is actually a good thing. And that's when Danyu comes in with that assurance. If you've been spending time really diving into who you are as a person and you've worked towards it, Danyu's saying that you are for sure in the process of becoming what you want to be, and you don't have to get bogged down by other people's opinions and thoughts at this time because you've already put in the work. You just need to get safe and secure in your own self and your own belief system, which is something that, for some reason, seeing the contrast in beliefs in your family is really helping you to be able to grapple with. Now, your friends are in the energy of the Queen of Cups reversed. This is Spirit wanting to talk about that person that's getting ready to show their true colors to you again. This is not the group of friends you're going to spend like an awesome amount of time hanging out with and laughing. This person is behaving the way that they are. They're very bitter. They're a little bit vengeful. And it's because they are very jealous. They're very emotionally immature. And they're very insecure and sensitive. And it's like someone in their life told them it wasn't okay to be vulnerable and sensitive. So they started to get mean. They started to lash out. They turned that sensitivity and vulnerability into a sort of aggression where they really lacked so like they felt that they were not getting the empathy that they deserve. So now they lack empathy for a lot of people around them. It's kind of sad, actually. I mean, I can tell this person has been through a lot, and I understand why it may be really hard for you to release them from your life because you're sitting here going, man, they've been through a lot and I just don't want to leave them in the dust. So ways that you can help those people: the black egg and the turtle. The turtle is the master of the earth and the water. Therefore, it's the master of the material and the emotional plane. This really helps you to help others around you see the deeper truths in life. And it allows you to use the stories of your life to help you positively impact others this month. I love that it's coupled with the black egg here. The black egg representing the 5th chakra or your throat chakra. So this is being able to speak your truth. So these cards, I mean, they're literally just working in tandem this month. I love this for you. You feel very unencumbered to speak your truth, to tell your stories this month to the people in your life. It's so beautiful and healing to the people around you. Just your very words and life experience, they're going to ring true with people and reverberate. And I really feel like you're planting seeds for them in the future to just kind of wake up to reality a little bit more and to be able to understand their current situation and how to fix it. Absolutely beautiful, Aquarius. Let's move into love and romance for my single Aquarians, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. If you're feeling this sense that you've been quite unlucky in love lately, this card is letting you know that you may need to observe your own behaviors. Spirit's been giving you opportunities to connect with people, to find love, to really get another chance at happiness. You seem to be turning away from it. This is a huge karmic lesson for you in this life, to learn to really let that guard down and be vulnerable and let other people in. And so when you've been sort of casting people aside or not really engaging in the social activities that are presented to you, this is what is happening right now. It's important for you to learn from these mistakes, but do know that some more setbacks and delays are still going to occur in your love life unless you start taking the risk and letting your guard down a little bit and involving yourself in some more social situations. For my Aquarians in a relationship, the 2 of Cups, your partner is very supportive this month. They really have your back. I would say Spirit's correcting me. So for a few of you, I was going to say for some of you, you're going to get a proposal because that's typically what the 2 of Cups means. Spirit's correcting me in saying not necessarily a proposal, but almost like a renewed commitment. So feeling things much more deeply. So instead of the physical act, it's like an emotional deepness that's happening between the 2 of you. Very, very balanced relationship happening here. And you're definitely going to find yourself wanting to take things to the next level in the coming months. This is like an awesome build up to greater things in the coming months for you in a relationship. All right, let's move into the material. For your work, you've got the 5 of Wands. And for money, the 3 of Swords. Some personality conflicts with the people around you this month at your job. You're definitely not seeing eye to eye. There's a lot of big egos coming around, making things quite difficult. You may find yourself really not being able to get along with some people that you used to, and finding yourself kind of rolling with a new group that really inspires you and allows you to create some new ideas. Financially speaking here, the Three of Swords. Basically saying that you could be suffering a bit of a financial loss this month, or an emotional loss which kind of creates a financial situation that is not so great. For example, a business partnership disassembling, or you and your boss not seeing eye to eye and you deciding to leave your place of work. So something that strikes you emotionally that requires you to be set back financially. Things are not really working out the way that you had hoped them to work out, and if you were planning to get like a pay bump or a Christmas raise, unfortunately I don't see that happening for you in December. So definitely take some time to think through how much money you need to set aside at the beginning of the month. If you are a person who celebrates the holidays and you typically buy a lot of presents, you may want to scale back what you're planning to get other people, because you're going to need a bit of a safety net this month. Lastly, let's go ahead and roll the Astro dice to see if we can get any additional messages into this reading. Okay, we've got the 6th house, which is represented by Virgo, the Pisces symbol here, and Mercury, which is represented by Gemini and Virgo. So this could be saying that you have Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, or Virgo again, somewhere else in your sun, moon, or rising sign, and this is confirmation that this reading is for you, Aquarius. There is a situation that you have been a part of for a long time. I'm getting that it's at work. It's no longer making you feel useful. You're no longer gaining any intellect or the ability to think through things. It used to provide for you some level of like you were really, really useful and things were going really well and you were gaining so much knowledge about the world, and it's kind of a tapped out source. So this is very much an ending in some sort of realm at work is what I'm hearing. Oh, this could also be a belief system, like a dream that you used to have, that you used to like study and spend a lot of time on, and it's no longer serving you the way that it was before. It's time to release that and let it go. That's what Spirit is letting me know right now. Yeah, okay, sorry, that was like a direct line message. They just like downloaded the answer to me, and that's what they mean by this roll. Okay. Normally there's like a couple of messages here or there. I can glean a little bit of information, but that was the exact message they wanted me to say. These are all the messages I'm getting for you here, Aquarius. If this video resonates with you, go ahead and give it a like. Let me know in the comments down below which sections you really want me to keep on for January. I switched up my monthly readings a little bit just to get us through the holiday season, to give you a little bit of self-empowerment to get you through the holiday season if you're the type of person who struggles through the holidays, or if you're just the type of person who wants to make their life the best that it can be. So yeah, just let me know in the comments below which sections you really want me to keep on. Subscribe to my channel for occasional pick card videos, as well as some more monthly horoscope readings, and I will see you next time. Bye, Aquarius!